Well, hello, good morning. It is Friday. Welcome to Jim's house, coming to you from Riverside, Texas, the harbor, where we have started off nice and chilly this morning. But hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. The week's come to an end. It's Friday, guys. Hope you all had a good start to the week. We started with St. Patty's Day. Some green beer. Gave some pinching out. Had a lot of fun. However that goes. For those back with me, thank you. I appreciate it so much. For those that are here the first time, welcome. Let's try to get you to smile before this is over. And just remember that you're not alone. We're in this together. I'm here to try to help you smile. And if there's anything I can do to make things better for you, I'm going to try my best. Before I get started this week, I want to give a shout out to Barb. She lost a fur baby. So, Barb, my blue-eyed neighbor who I miss dearly, me and my pack send our love to you, sweetie, because I know how that is. So, much love to you, honey, okay? Another shout out to Miss Jen. Wednesday, the big birthday coming up. Big birthday. Oh, lo. I'll warm up the vocal cords and be giving you a call Wednesday to sing happy birthday to you. Because that's what I do. I love you guys. I care about you guys. Let's see. Let's start this week off. Oh, well, first, my kids. You guys, the whole point of Jim's house is put smiles, right? Try to help everybody get through things. I know how hard it is. But boy, I'll tell you what, my kids are rock stars in this house. I'm just blown away by, in the videos I put out, I only put out like one, I think this last week, maybe two. I'm put some more out this weekend, but up to date now, they have like over 5,000 views. And of course, I have my 30 people, whoop, whoop, but it's okay. The whole objection is to put a smile on your face, get you through the day. And if my kids, that's 5,000 people that took time out to watch my kiddos. Oh man, that touches my heart. So I'm gonna give a special shout out to the rock stars behind me, which thank goodness are finally. This is like take 8. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. We finally got everything straightened out here. So everybody's good. Listen, just give me some time, guys. Let me get this out here. So we're in a good positive direction. Let's see, a heartwarming thing this week, man. Y'all, I had a friend, Josh. He's a dear friend. He called me Saturday, it was. I was watching TV. I was like, oh, hey, it's Josh. Hey, buddy, what's going on, man? How you doing? He's like, my daughter, who's Kinsley, shout out to Princess Kinsley, kept asking about Tall Jim. And I haven't seen Kinsley in like probably 4 or 5 years, y'all. She's 8. So we shared the same birthday. But it was adorable, and you talk about melting my heart. He said, well, he called me and said, you have Apple phone. I was like, no, I don't have Apple phone. He's like, well, let me call you back and FaceTime you. I was like, okay, cool. FaceTime. I was like, hey, man, it was good to see him. We haven't seen each other in like probably 4 years at least. And all of a sudden you hear Kinsley in the background, hi, she popping up. Oh, my gosh. Body bags and toe tags, Josh. She's a cutie patootie, guys. But short to short, Josh had to do something. He's like, well, man, I'll talk to you later. And I was like, no, don't hang up. It's like, oh. She's like, come here. She grabs the phone. I was like, okay, we're going to change it. Well, hey, Kinsley, how you doing? Oh, she's just cute, dude, y'all. So I was like, okay, what's your favorite color? Sky blue. All right, what's your favorite animals? It's like, I like baby elephants and dogs. Oh, okay. I was like, do you like cats? I have cats. Oh, I like cats, but I can't touch cats because I'm allergic and I make my eyes poofy and my nose all bad and I have to wash my hands really bad, really all the time when I see them. It just broke me down, dude. My heart is more and more. I talk to this little girl. All of a sudden, she's getting up. It's like, oh, where are we going? She's like, oh, we're going to go to my room. Oh, okay. We go to her room. She gets to her bed. I was like, oh, I love your pink curtains. She turned the phone. She's like, those pink curtains? She's like, look over here. She turned the phone. Has a mirror with a heart glitter around it. Do you see my lights? I was like, I was just going to say, your lights are so neato. All of a sudden, I hear Josh. He's like, you started a phone with Jim? I was like, yeah, man, I'm still here, dude. I just had to share that little girl, Princess Kinsley now. Just melted my heart. And you talk about, I always tell you guys, focus on the stuff that's going great in your life, because we all have the crap. But it's that other stuff that overshadows. You talk about a shadow overcast everything crap in my life when that little girl spoke to me. So the next morning I get up, having a cup of coffee, and my phone goes off. I'm like, deleting messages. It was Princess Kinsley. I got her mama's phone. And said, morning, it's Kinsley. I love you. A freaking puddle, guys. I was a puddle. You talking about. I just had to share that. That little girl touched my heart, guys. And that's what I've been trying to tell you guys. If we focus on the other stuff in your life, even the smallest things, I've always told you guys, I appreciate the smallest things in life. That's just how I am. And just because I'm older, I don't know. I always value things. But that right there, I just had to share that. That's just one of those little incidents like, oh my God, this little girl, dude. And she is freaking adorable. So much. I'm putting her in my third book. I'm taking Tara out. It was going to be Tara, but it's now going to be Kinsley. So, yeah, she's going to be in the third book there. That should be interesting. I'm looking forward to changing that around just for that little girl. Hopefully I see her this weekend, maybe, or next. Got a book for her signed. She's 8, guys. 8 years old. That's adorable. I just shared that one. Anyway, all right, let's get to the show. It's the third show. Remember, I hope you made some memories. Like I told you, how important memories are to make. I mean, they help us through hard times sometimes. We can look back and we can laugh about things and we can smile about things. Meditation. I meditate. Life's good. I've been good this week. It was cool. Last week was a little rocky week. None this week. I think it was Kinsley has magical powers, man. I don't know. Just a new energy. A new energy and love in my heart. But that little girl just melted me down. I'm telling you. Lana's kicking ass. DNL. Working on the covers right now. Got 2 ideas I'm going with. So we'll see what comes through. Gonna next week start rewriting final so I can send it off. It's going in a positive direction. I'm hoping by June, July. We'll see. Because they say it only takes 4 to 6 weeks once we get everything finalized, where it's available. So I'm pretty excited, guys. I'm really excited about it. Working on the cover though. I'll share it once I draw them up and I'm working on them now. I'll kind of give a share out, see what you guys think. You guys can give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Baseball start next week. We got 1 more week left in this month. Next week, and I think it's a couple days the following week, and it goes into April. I just can't believe it. It's nippy this morning. I'm telling you. Baseball starting up though, so come on. Let's go Royals. Let's see how we can do. Baseball's not like football, so unpredictable. You could have a team that loses 15, 20 games in a row and then turns it around and starts kicking ass. So let's just go Royals, Football's interesting, guys. I'm not going to get into any football talk until August. I'm going to save everything. But there's a lot of moves going on. A lot of free agency shifting and changing teams. It's going to be fun talking about that when we get there. That's when I'm the czar. Yes, Omek, as the czar of football. Do not forget that, brother. I got your back, man. We'll kick ass at fantasy. Wherever we're doing it. For PPR this year, hey, I'll take the PPR you got to do. People, I don't really get any other sports. I used to like basketball back in the 90s. Rockets, Olajuwon, Shaq was with Orlando Magic. But now it's just basically year round, football. And I usually have February off. I'm fortunate, the Chiefs have been in the Super Bowl, so I've been able to watch that in February. But if they're not in the Super Bowl, I'm not usually watching anything. I'm not usually watching it. No, it's not right probably, but that's just me. I'll have 1 month off. So it's usually year round. I'll say about hockey, but I've never watched hockey before. Golf. Play golf, yeah. A lot of stuff. See the PS5. Oh, yeah. That's me, bad guys. I'm telling you. Between writing and that, social life, it's okay. Like I said, I make memories. I did that recently, Shout out to Sis. Addie, I love you, honey. I hope you're doing good, darling. I hope you had a good week. I really do. She's a super duper person. I love her to death. In fantasies, like I play fantasy baseball too, or fantasy football. People like fantasy, but the thing about fantasy, I realized. But I've been in the baseball, the Royals for longer than Kingdom, 45 years. I've been part of the Kingdom this year. I'll be 42. Yeah, 42 years coming up. But I've always loved baseball. But I always tell people fantasy is pretty good because it gets you familiar with the players and the teams themselves. It's always been a thing I really do enjoy. I think it's just a blast. It's just something, I don't know. You know, the biggest thing about this is reminding everybody to smile. I'm glad my kids are bringing smiles on faces. Oh, I want to give a shout out to my Mads. Let me try and tell you over there, right there, Superman. Cookie jar. God, see it over there. Anyway, shit, right. Oh, that Superman over there on the good vibes. Yeah, Mama, shout out. My my felines had broken. It went under repair, but she kicked ass. It was good. It's good to see him back. I had that for a while too. Um, remember, it was new to talk to you, to Miss Jen too. I'll holler at you again, you know that. But if you ever had them things you need to smile, I have go-tos, guys. Like Big Bang Theory. Uh, just sit down, watch something to laugh. A Ghost. If anyone's ever watched Ghost on Paramount Plus, it is so. I'd like to say, it's about laughing. It's about smiling. Because we all have the BS. I discuss that every time, you guys. It's there, but we got everything else overshadows that. Plus, laughing and smiling is so good. It's good therapy. Meditation and everything else helps. It also helps us smile a lot. It really does. Uh, okay, here's something I was thinking about. And it just blew me out of the water. Okay, I think last year, Easter was at the end of March. I think so. And I was like, that's freaking weird. I always thought it was the first Sunday in April. But, I mean, no. I don't understand that, right? Well, next month, you know how I'm sad about 420. 420 is coming, right? Well, here's how. What? Easter and 420 are on the same doggone day, guys. Sunday, April 20th is Easter, April 20th. 420. Well, 420, 420. Wow. Now, being an adult and a fun adult, I love the holidays. I just love the holidays. I can't wait till things are going to get better, and I'm not giving up. Like I said, things are going to get better. I'm going to keep pushing forward. Remember, remember this. It's not the deadlines, but what you're shooting for. Don't stop shooting for it. And always wake up with the attitude you're one day closer to getting there. But anywho, yeah, how about that? Easter and 420 on the same day. Now that would be a fun Easter. Now think about this. There's a lot of funny ahas here. Easter eggs filled with bud. Easter eggs filled with edibles. For the adults only. Adults only. I do not say that for kids. Make sure I understand this correctly. For adults only. Oh, that would be a fun one, guys. Oh my gosh, that'd be Easter you remember forever. It probably will never happen again. We'll see. We'll see what's out next year. But I thought that was fun. I cracked up when I saw Easter and 420 on the same Sunday. I said, boy, that was kind of, and I've seen some videos and shorts because eggs, unless you have chickens, you decorate your eggs. But think about that. There'd be a lot more plastic eggs. I saw a thing where people were decorating potatoes. Because eggs are so expensive, So I just wanted to share the little Easter and 420. I found that I thought that was hilarious, man. Because it seems like it's been different every year. I mean, I'm a big holidays guy. I do. I love the holidays. I love Christmas and stuff like that. This year I'm going to be able to do Christmas. I feel positive. Real positive. Pushing forward. Hopefully by then I'll have at least a couple books out this year. Oh, that'd be cool, guys. I'm telling you what, man. I'm excited about everything. And the kiddos are keeping me going around here nonstop. Especially with everything going on with Lanila or DNL or Lanila. I can say Lanila. That's the whole thing. Uncle Lance, I miss him a lot. Unfortunately, I haven't talked about it much, but that's where Lanila came from. When I first wrote my book, y'all, it was called The Dragoneer. And sometime I'll bring it to show it to you guys. I have it in the back. It's still in the folder. I used a typewriter and hand typed the whole thing. And I had two brothers in it. And like I said, it was called The Dragoneer. And I finished it. I was like, okay, I was new to this. Let me do research. Well, I found out there was something that was called that. So it's like, okay, Go back to the books. Figure out. So that's where I came up with Lanila, Uncle Lance. I love you, buddy. I'm gonna miss you. You're part of the Five Bar. I do shadow 20 times a day. And Aunt Nyla, Lanila. That's how things work for me, man. It's just crazy. I put things into what I'm doing. You know, that's like stonework. I mean, I was a master stonemason for over 20 years. I enjoyed it so much, guys. It wasn't work. You know, I miss it since my feet are the way they are because I have days where it's hard to walk around. And if I do something, I pay the repercussions for it. It takes me, God, I'm probably off my feet for a day or two. But boy, doing that was a blast, guys. I mean, every time I got to a house, it was, I got paid to work out, I got paid to get a tan, and I got paid to show my art. It was artistic abilities. That's all I did. Every time I got to a house, I tell people, well, this is nice, but I'm going to make it stand out. Well, that's arrogant. No, it's not. It's just that I'm going to make the house stand out with what I do to it. And it would. Every time I got done with it, guys, I mean, I loved it. Everybody would be like, ooh. I was like, fireplaces, tri-stacks. I've done some amazing projects. George Foreman's home, worked on his home. That was amazing, guys. Out here in the Kingwood area. A slight description, you know, when you go down a cul-de-sac, houses on both sides, you need a cul-de-sac. Y'all, he had bought both sides, the cul-de-sac, in his house. Like when you go start the cul-de-sac, the house started, went down the whole side. And then it had like a hallway that went to his garage, but it was like a car museum, I called it. It was 2 levels. It was insane, guys. I was there when it first started getting built. We did the master stone around the windows, the columns and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. Met George Foreman once too. Enormous hands. Real nice guy. Real nice guy. Him, George, Mrs. Foreman. It's pretty cool. Really good people though. But that's how I showed up. Done some amazing projects all over, guys. I love stonework. I just want to give my little shout out on that one. I miss it. I do miss doing it. I still talk to a lot of builders like James Whitley. He's an awesome builder. Just does some amazing stuff. Works on beautiful homes, and yeah, they've even asked me, "You bring back the stones?" Like, boy, thought about it. Putting up people around me, I guess I could. Yeah, it's just paying the repercussions. I mean, it's ridiculous, guys. My beat, I just like to cut them off and put new things on there. But anywho, I thought I'd share that though. But yeah, Lanila DNL 2. Remember, it's going to be DNL 2. A Writer is Born. That's what it's going to be called. So I'm excited about it. The cover's pretty awesome. I'm pretty pumped how it's going to look. And the third one too. I got the third one's idea on it too. The Rise of Olmec. Shout out to Shane, man. I hope you're doing good out there. And everybody. I mean, I hope you're understanding to meditate, to, if you take a minute, 10, 15 minutes, Dan, all you guys. I mean, don't let the trials and tribulations that get to us every day bring you down, you know? And if there's anybody, guys, listen, I'm going to tell you guys this every week. If there's somebody you know that's dealing with some challenges, reach out to them. It just takes a little bit of time. And, you know, and how much it can change that person on the other end that might be dealing with some stuff and then lighten their day. It's the simplest things you can do. Just make sure that we're helping those that are out there that might need a little help or being there just to listen. It's so easy, guys. Shout out Mrs. M. I love you. I hope you're doing good every day. Every day, reaching out to her. It doesn't take much. It really doesn't. And it shows you compassion. A lot of people lost that. You know, I would told you guys old school law. That's me. The old school love and laws. Be kind to everybody. Treat people the way you want to be treated. It doesn't really take much, guys. And if you know anybody that's in dark path, that's having problems with life, reach out to them. And if you can't find them help, it's important we do that. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of things where this blows me out of the water. People want to end their lives. They just want to give up. Don't ever give up, guys. Don't ever give up. I don't care how hard it is. If you need to, leave me a comment up top to say, I understand. Something simple. Don't have to make a thing. No attention to yourself at all. But let me know. And I'll make sure I talk to you personally. I'll let you know I'm here. It doesn't take much, guys. I want to know Jim's house. Jim's house is about being there for people. I want to be there for as much as I can because materialistically, I wish I could help more people. That was my one thing I want to do with little Nyla, was take care of my mom, my kids, and be there and help people. Because you guys, I know how hard it is. I'm telling you, I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. I mean, I know how hard it is. And I have my moments. I break down. But that's when I gotta say, calm down. Breathe and relax. Been here before. It doesn't take much. And just take it easy and keep pushing forward. It's just don't ever stop. Don't get dark and don't give up. And if you do, like I said, if you do, give me a shout out, guys. Okay? I want you to know I'm here for you. That's what this whole thing is about. A lot of times, some other stuff we'll get into a little bit in sports. You know, I love my football. I love my baseball. And the rock stars, I'm just a roadie here with these guys. Did you see that many views, guys? That they put smiles and people leaving comments. In Spanish, I'm talking about my doggo. Goliath is a rock star. And Pete's a rock star. But everybody else is doing their part. DOG, Cookie. That's it. Leave me a message though. Let me know. I'm telling you, I want to be here and help people, guys. I don't want people to give up. I don't want you to give up. Not on my shift. No. I don't want you to feel alone. Not while I'm around. I told you last week, man. If there's anything I can do to pick you up, you know, if you need me to hold on to you, I'll hold on to you. I got you. Jimbo's got you, man. If you need me to carry you, forgive me. Hey, maybe one day I'll have a sponsor. No, I'm not that famous. I'm not like that. But if you need me to carry you, I got you. Just don't ever give up on things. No, don't do that. Please. Please, please. Okay, let's talk about some other stuff that excites me. Now, you know Jim. I live my life with no horse blinders. But I'm trying to explain here for people that don't know, and maybe someone's just now joined me. In life, people live in a paradigm where they don't know what's going on outside. I myself look beyond that. That's why I like that unexplained stuff. You know, y'all know I'm a big fan of Harry. It sucks Expedition Bigfoot's over, but it's funny. I've been going back and watching from the first season all the way through. Just watched them like, oh, right on. Still a big passion of mine. I would love to do that like by 60. And I thought I would go to maybe 2 states a year. And it'd be probably 45 days to 2 months. I'd want to be out there. I think the longer you're out there, the better chances. Plus also you have to be in an area that's more up to date. You know how like the sightings have been and whatnot. Looking for signs, tree structures. I'm still a big believer in patience though. I'm telling you guys, I'm always watching stuff on that. Paranormal too. UAPs, we'll get into that here in a little bit too. But the patience, man. You know, everybody's talking, you know, the primate in them. I'm still a big fan on, I don't know, man, that Neanderthal theory, just because that tapetum lucidum, they're the only one in the Homo table that had that on their eye. Maybe descendant. That would explain the human DNA they find in a lot of eDNA samples they try to brush off. No, not Jimbo. But yeah, man, that would be fun. I'd have a crew, man. I'm trying to work on who I would want. You know, Josh, I told you about Josh in the beginning of the show. He would be fun to take. Jeremy. I gotta have a tech person to run some tech and the computers and stuff, keeps up on everything and downloads it and whatnot. I'm telling you, I got some good ideas with that, guys. And it's not for money. No, hopefully I can just go out and do it. Say, hey, Harry, look for Steve and Joe. And I thought about, you know, if you have those 2 places and you come back every year, maybe they become familiar with you. I'm telling you, that patience thing. I'm all about curiosity, right? I think that they want to say, hey, this is my house. Who are you guys out here? Who's that? You know, I always had a little thing, Steve and Joe. I could see it, Steve and Joe be like, hey, man, that smells like Jim. Yeah, man, I think that's Jim. Let's go see him. You never know. You know? Gifting? You gotta be careful now. I thought about that too, like apples and stuff, but then also you got bears and shit like that. It's smart. I mean, I've been a big fan of Harry forever, guys. Decades. Paranormal. We got Skinwalker coming back on here, I guess, maybe next month. I need to check it out. I've heard word on the street, I like to say, it's supposed to be in April. It was supposed to be March. I hear April. That's pretty cool, guys. If y'all haven't watched Skinwalker Ranch, that's on History Channel. I think Tuesday nights. I'll reconfirm that once I get it, but I think it is Tuesday nights. That's some pretty unbelievable stuff. You know, that goes back from Bigelow. I had it and it was bought by this Utah realtor. I'll get into the names later on. But that's pretty awesome what's going on there. There's some pretty crazy stuff that's got intriguing to where paranormal skinwalkers, it goes back to legends. I like that unexplained stuff. I mean, that's like, let's see, when was it? Yesterday? Yesterday or the day before. Things going down in Florida, I guess, off the coast to where they're saying the ships detected some kind of base or something underwater. There's been UAPs coming out of the water and stuff. So I saw that and I was like, ooh, okay, cool. Let me check this stuff out. So I've been still looking into that because you can't just believe. Like I said, I break things down. I'm a big passion for this stuff. At the same time, I'll try to debug my own thoughts to see, okay, well, wait, it could be this, but that was intriguing. I mean, think back. What was that? New Year's Eve? Was that not this year? Last year? Might have been this year. But remember this episode that they went down at Miami Market when they had all them cops show up? Suppose that portal opened up. They had the videos that one guy had a video of it. Enemy of the state because they can't find out where he is. Just try to brush that under the rug. I mean, that was pretty crazy, guys, when that stuff happened. I remember seeing that. I was like, what in the hell's going on? And they showed it on TV. And then after that, it wasn't on TV much longer. And they even talked about how there's only so much they can talk about it because it's classified. What the hell is that shit about? That's like Area 51 thing. The government know. Yeah. They try to hide stuff from us, but we're a little bit smarter than that. Same with Harry. You know, they know about Harry. Hell yeah, they know about Harry. I think that's why they have those federally protected areas. I think they're trying to protect them at the same time studying, trying to figure them out. Because you hear like they can cloak themselves, manipulate their hair. It's invisibility. I mean, I have some beliefs on that a little bit. I mean, we can break things down in time. A little rough area here where we're going with things. How about, oh no, that was last year. This year, the first year, that was last year, New Year's Eve when it happened. How about this year, guys? I was wondering about this. Remember when everything was about all these doggone drones? Drones all over the place. I mean, it was constant. Let's start thinking about this. And this is me breaking shit down, looking from a different angle. No horse blinds, guys. No horse blinds. I said, okay. I got sleight of hand. Hey, sleight of hand, Jim. Well, like a magician. I want you to see this hand. I want you to focus here because this is where all of everything's going on. But it's not. It's getting you to focus here when all this shit's going on over here. So I'm curious. I know there had to be something else that was going on because just think about it. Then all of a sudden, it was debugged and all this stuff. They came and talked about it. The White House, talked about the White House and shit there. But they came out and talked about it. And it was just made me think about sleight of hand, though. I just wanted to share that. Because I thought to myself, it's like, well, that's we want to focus on this and we're going to do the illusion over here. So I want to know what the hell is going on over here. I mean, there's so much, guys. Paranormal, UAPs. Shout out to Josh again. Doesn't believe in paranormal. I told him about my orbs here at the house. I think next week I'm going to do my first night show and see if I get my visitors to join me. And then time I need to take my SLS camera outside. We got things set up like that. It takes time. Jim's house. This is my third episode by myself. Since the good vibe, well, I ain't talking about. Since the West Coast decided to snub me. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. No, my kiddos, I got my rock stars behind me with my support. They've got my back 120%, man. And they make me smile. And they're making everybody else out there smile. Okay. Skinwalker Ranch. I also have Beyond Skinwalker Ranch, guys. I want to just really short. I want to give you something to think about. It's crazy. But it's called Bradshaw Ranch. I think it's in Arizona. The place is called the Secret Mountains. And this ranch sits in the middle of it. And there's a concrete factory that sets a few miles down from that. And they sent 2 guys to go out. It's a reporter and an ex-CIA guy that goes to these places that have similarities with Skinwalker Ranch, right? They're thinking. Man, they went into this place, guys, and there was a guy that went on a tour that told them about taking a couple of Marine guys and their girlfriends out. They were going down. He takes them, showing them mountains and stuff. And like I said, the secret mountains over there and whatnot. And they pulled over and they were getting pictures. He's like, well, would you mind if we put a drone up in the air and take some pictures of us? And I'm like, no, do what you want, you know. He was a good tourist. Right? He wanted to tell them everything, show the sights and everything. It's like, oh, go ahead. So, now, what education about drones? When you have a drone, you have to get them registered. Satellites, they're not allowed to fly military zones or basically no-fly zones over anything airport or anything military. You know, so it's registered, so it'll come back. So, he puts the drone up in the air. They're flying them, taking pictures. He's like, oh, look at this. We're looking good. We're looking good. Well, look at this area. And so he started flying a drone out. That's probably like 150 yards, I think, or so, something like that, 170 yards, something like that. And all of a sudden, he tripped out because the drone shut down, turned around, and came back. That's what happens when it flies over an area it's not supposed to. It'll return to where it came from. And when he saw it, he was like, what in the world? And they were telling these guys that are there about this, that, you know, these 2 people from Skinwalker Ranch are working for them about this story. And he's like, no. He's like, no, really. He's like, well, do you mind? We have a drone here. Can we try it? And he's like, yeah, let's see. So the guy pulls out the drone, because they film and stuff and whatnot. Pulls out the drone and flies it up. He's like, you have any problems? He's like, no. It's like about 100 yards out, 150 yards out. And it got back to 175-yard mark, guys. And it's like, oh, shit. It's like, what's wrong? It said it's shutting down and returning. Why is it shut down and return? Well, and then that's what they're talking about. What? The Secret Mountains, number one. That's just a funny-ass name for that place, guys. And for this to happen, will it be a military base? Because there's no damn airport out there. In the middle of the mountains, it'd be a military base that we don't know about. Think there's stuff out there we don't know about? Come on, man, guys. Yeah, I think so. I wanted to share. I thought it was cool because now this ranch show, you know, went back to the ranch to talk to the guy. He told him some stories like another gentleman and his girlfriend were walking through the mountains and they came across pictures that looked like openings or elevators in the ground. And they took some pictures of it now. And they couldn't believe what they were seeing. And they took pictures and they were proceeding to go back. You know, they did hikes all the time. This is something new, nothing new to them. And then he said when they're on the way back, they started hearing like, woo, woo, woo. And he said he knew by the sound that it was a helicopter. And it was approaching from the distance. The oddest thing about this, guys, is when he got back to his house, he had an email. He had an email on his doggone computer that said, we know who you are, we know where you were, and we know what you were doing. So you need to delete the file, delete the pictures, and never speak to anybody about it again. Well, that didn't happen because he told this guy about it and then so forth, you know. He passed it on to these guys. And they're like, what? It just blew them away, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So they do those little, like, those sensor, the LiDAR, it's not LiDAR, goes above, but into the ground, the penetrating radar into the ground. Check and see if they can see any voids or anything in the ground. Well, I'll be doggone, guys. Now remember, Secret Mountains are over here. The ranch is right in the middle. And when they came back, they're like, they were blown away by what they saw, where it's like openings in the ground. That there was a tunnel in the doggone ground, a very large tunnel. Now, what they did is they went back out and they took it all out and they brought it back and they said, here's what we got. And they drew a line from that tunnel. And that tunnel went into Secret Mountains, which, I'm telling you, all the way down to this doggone cement plant. Now, there's a story. The cement plant's been shut down for years, guys. It hasn't been working whatsoever. So, they went to check this stuff out. Down by the cement factory, there's like hired military, you know, like hired guns and stuff, M4s and stuff like packing, protected. At a concrete factory? I mean, isn't that just something? That's just one of those, that's one of those things I'm like, whoa, man, you can break it down. You can say, well, holy devil, come on, the secret mountains. I mean, that in itself is just amazing. But to think of that the opening to get into that, there could be at this factory that goes all the way underground and large enough for vehicles to go into. I don't know. I just wanted to share that. This kind of stuff I like, you know. Uh, yeah, the UAPs. Yeah, the craziness about them drones, like I said, sleight of hand. The ocean. That stuff's going in Florida right now. It's kind of awesome. I'm a big believer in underground bases, guys. There's some stories I'll bring out that I have that have to do with like UAPs coming out of the ground, battles that happened down in, I think it was South America, where some people got killed. They were being taken. It was really odd. There's some real wild ass stories. I have quite a few of them because I just love them. Besides riding Lanila, the passion of my PlayStation 5. Yes, I love my PS5. Like I said, social life's not what it is, but it's okay. I've had a lot in my life I've done. But I tell you, I love that unexplained stuff, guys. And right now, going back and watching Expedition Bigfoot's been just a great return of seeing how what they've seen and have gone through, and the passion built up for myself to where I'm telling you guys, I want to be out there doing that, where maybe we can have a live thing. If you guys, not for money or nothing, but if you want to join us and be part of it, you know, that's all that's about. I just want to share things. Make us smile. That's the whole thing this is about. Like my kids do. I love them. I love them to death. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's a good one. A memory. You know, it's all about memories, right? Here's a memory. When I first moved to Texas, guys. Mom might probably enjoy this one. I love you, Mom. We were in Parker, Colorado. Loved Colorado, guys. You know, hey, I love Parker. My dad, well, transfer. I told you this. We transfer a lot. But Dad got a job in Midland, Texas. Okay. This is fun. Okay, check this out. Never been to Texas. Up north, Colorado. We lived in California, Wyoming, Kansas. Or, you know, never Texas, right? So we're flying on the plane. Flying on the plane, we're getting into Texas stuff, and you know, looking out the window. I always like the window seats because I like looking at stuff. I'm always like that. Didn't like that. Always will be like that. Excuse me. Flying over, I'm like, one of those things, Dad. You know, it's like the bird dipping in the water. The bird, the old bird. This is old school here. For those that had the bird that would dip down, dip back up, with the hat on, dip down, dip back up. That's what it reminded me of. What are those, Dad? Oh, those are oil pumps, son. Pumping oil to the ground. It's like, there's a lot of them. Forever. That's all I saw. I was thinking, okay, we left the mountains, pretty green, aspen, the beautiful weather. And the first thing I'm seeing is, looks like birds pecking into the ground. I said, okay, cool. This is something different. I think myself, Dad, what you do? So we land in Midland. We were in the car, of course, because we had to go to a place, get a home and whatnot. But I remember going to a restaurant when we got there. I don't know, remember this. I remember going to a restaurant when we got there. You know, me, Dad, Mom, my sisters. We got done eating, and we're going out. I think we're going to look at some houses and stuff like that. What's the point? What happened afterwards, right? So I'm in the back, my sisters, Dad driving, Mom. And we're driving, and we're talking. What do you think of the area? Okay. All of a sudden, you see this big ass. I was like, what? This was Jim. What is that, Dad? Oh, son, that's a tumbleweed. What? Big old tumbleweeds rolling across the road. I'm thinking, we came from Colorado to this. This is great. Okay, cool, all right. What happened next was hilarious, guys. We're driving. I was like, what is that? And Dad was like, what? I said, what is that up there? You guys was looking, it was like brown. I said, what is that? Dad says, huh. I said, what is that? Mom says, oh, I don't know. What is that, honey? Huh. Getting closer. Said, it's getting closer. Huh. Said, Dad. I said, huh. Oh, that's a dust storm. I'm sorry, so what? Y'all, we landed in Midland, had lunch. Besides all the little bird oil rigs, I'm thinking, boy, this is going to be interesting. But we had something to eat. We get out, we see a tumbleweed, and not within 30 minutes, dude, a dust storm hits our ass. That's what you get when you go Western Texas, a Permian Basin. I said, oh, good Lord. I had to share that. I was like, what in the world? But I'll say Midland was fun. Got a lot of good memories of Midland. BK, a lot of good memories, man. You know, it was a lot of fun. But I had to share that story, guys. That was a funny thing coming to Texas, guys. Seeing that doggone storm. I was like, what in the world? That's what this is about. Little memories, something you think about. Make you smile, hopefully. Understand, remind you about my rock star kids. If you don't know, I put shorts out during the week. Hopefully they can put a smile on your face, or hopefully you're joining me. If you like, subscribe. If you don't, I'll be back next Friday. Just trying to make sure we made it to another week, guys. The weekend's coming. Anybody that's celebrating an anniversary, birthday, a shout out to you. Miss Jen, definitely for you too, sweetie. The weekend's here, guys. Go make some memories. Go out and smile. Okay? The old school way. Treat people the way you want to be treated. It will make such a difference. And if you know anybody out there that needs some love or somebody that might be not heard from, reach out to them, guys. It doesn't take much. And if there's anybody out there right now that's doing anything you'd like somebody just to talk to, let me know. I got your back, I told you. I may not have a lot to give you financially or materialistically, but I'll give you my heart. I'll give you my ear, and I'll be there for you. I mean, that's the most important thing. I won't forget who you are. My life and my memory is, ask this, Addie. I remember everything. It's part about it. Caring about people. Being kind to one another. The weekend's here. Excuse me again, I apologize. The weekend's here. Go out and make some memories. Oh, Princess Kinsley touched my heart, melted me. She's precious. Everybody close to me. Everybody out here in Riverside. Everybody's doing good. Dan, I hope you're doing good up there in Michigan. The cheese balls. Tombo. I'm going to see you. No, that's not how that one works. But anyway, they'll need someone sure one day. But I wonder, will Jim be there? No, because Jim says he's always going to be there. Anyway, be kind to each other. Most important, keep the smile on your face. Remember, every day you wake up, you're one day closer to what you're trying to achieve. And do not give up on it. Do not give up on life for me, please. And to all those, Dad, Tank, Paul, Mr. M, Uncle Lance, love and miss you guys every freaking day. And I won't stop thinking about you. And to all those close to me, I love you so much. And to those joining me for the first time, hey, welcome. I hope you become part of this every week. I'm here to try to push up. Wait till baseball gets here. We'll talk and break that down every week. How the team's doing the Royals. How about the Royals? Padres. Boo. And the Niners. Boo. That's some West Coast. Boo. Anyway, just kidding. Much love to all you guys, man. Hope you guys continue being who you are. Keep pushing forward. Don't give up on anything. And most important, enjoy your weekend. Go make some memories. Be kind to one another. And we'll see you again here next week at Jimbo's house. Here in where? The harbor.